God is about to use your setback as a setup. God is about to use your setback as a setup. Look at Genesis chapter 40. Joseph in the Bible. What happened? He had these dreams, setback, because his brothers got jealous. Then the brothers wanted to throw him in a pit, setback. They actually threw him in that pit, setback. Got sold into slavery, setback. Then he got, he was the first in Potiphar's house. But then Potiphar's wife lied on him and he went to prison, setback. Then, he interpreted somebody's dream in prison, but then they forgot about him, setback, until the setup. The setup was the guy finally remembered that his dream was interpreted, and then he told Pharaoh. Pharaoh got him finally out of prison, and that was a setup, because guess what? Joseph then went on to be second in line to only Pharaoh himself. I don't know who needs to hear this, but God wants to know that your setback is a setup. Don't fret. Don't be worried. I know you don't have a lot of money in your bank account right now, but that's a setup, because God is trying to see how you are faithful with that little, so that when he blesses you with more, you'll be faithful with that. Be faithful with the little that you have. You got 0, 0, 0 in your bank account. Okay. How faithful are you with nothing? Because if God blesses you with more zeros on the other side of the decimal, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, how faithful will you be then? How faithful will you be with all the money that you can ever want and imagine? See, sometimes God wants us to keep going through setbacks because he wants you to remember that it's him that set you up. Come on. And it's him that's going to get the glory too, because guess what? When he sets you up with what he's going to give you, it's going to be, everybody's going to know it's only God that did it. And so don't fret. I've been through a lot of setbacks in my life. I was adopted at a young age because both my parents were in prison. But then the woman that adopted me, lovely woman, her name was Lovey. She passed away when I was 11 years old. I don't know. It was just a lot of stuff that I felt like was a setback for me. When I was 19, all the way to 24, I didn't have a place of my own to live. I moved out at 19 and I was from couch to couch, for a long time, until I finally met a woman that I wanted to marry. And then I didn't move in with her until we got married. I had a lot of setbacks in my life, but it really set me up to be married. It set me up to have now 3 amazing young boys, 5, 2, and 1. It's setting me up for the future. I don't have it all together. I don't have millions of dollars, right? I don't have a lot, but what I do have, I remember that God gave me that. It was all a setup. It was all a setup. And so I just want you to be encouraged today, because your setback was meant to happen. When I say it's meant to happen, I mean it's meant to build you stronger, because God may not have ordained that person to do that to your family. God may not have ordained that person to drive drunk that day. God may not have ordained that, but God can use that. God, it says in Romans 8:28, for all things work together for the what? The good. So God will use that bad for his good. So I just want you to remember, I want you to be encouraged that your setback is about to be God setting you up.